Okay, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create the mug. So the first thing we need to do is get a cylinder, and we're going to specify the size. The radius is going to be 1.5, which would give us a diameter of 3, which is pretty standard. Then you want to hit the tab key to move over, and we're going to type in 4 inches for the height. Now we want to hollow out the inside of the mug. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the sketch circle tool, hover right in the middle, and it'll default to that center, so it'll actually toggle onto there. And if we make it about 2.7 inches, that'll create an appropriate diameter for the inside to give us a little bit of a wall of the outside of our mug. So we want to delete this circle up top yet too. Let me undo that. First thing we want to do is, instead of deleting that circle, is we need to do a negative extrusion. We're going to type negative 3.8, okay, and that'll hollow out the inside. And then we need to delete this circle on top because it's going to be kind of in our way later. Next thing we want to do is create a handle for the mug. So we're going to do the torus, and the major radius is going to be 1.5, which gives us a diameter of 3 inches. Tab over, and then 0.25. So the thickness of the actual handle is going to be a ½ inch. Then hit enter. Now we need to cut this in half, but slightly more than half. So we're going to get a box, and we're going to make it like 5 inches long. We kind of move it this way a little bit. Tab over, then 2 inches. Tab over, 2 inches, enter. And then we want to kind of look at this from the front. Anytime you want to rotate or look at something, you can use this box here that I'm clicking on to rotate and move things about. I'm going to click up here, click on there, and raise that up about a ½ inch. Okay, now we want to look at it from above again. And if you click on top, that gives you more directly. And we want to, as much as possible, kind of split this handle. I'm going to keep a little more than half. Okay. Then what you want to do is subtract. So click on that, click on the handle, click on the box, and hit enter. And that erases what we need to erase. Now let me move this mug over here. We want to look at this. I'll go home. Look at it right here like this. We need to flip the handle upright. So we're going to click here. Sometimes we have to rotate this to see it the way you want to see it. We're going to type 90 degrees. Now let's flip the correct way. Enter. Look at it from the side a little more. As you can see, I always use this box anytime I want to rotate. Now we want to raise it up. Let's try an inch, see where that puts us. Maybe 0.25. Enter. And we want to, again, look at it from above. And then move our handle over. And you can see where it starts to punch through a little bit. So we just want it to be touching inside there. Go back home. Now we can see the handle is attached. And you don't see it protruding through on the inside, which is good. The next thing we want to do is merge these two so that they become one. Merge. So we click here, enter. Now they're connected. We can't move one without moving the other. They're connected. You don't have to worry about it moving on you. Okay. Now, next thing we want to do is we want to add our name to this mug and have the text wrap around the mug. So we click on T for text, click on the grid, and I'm going to write my name in all caps. and click OK. Now we want to, actually I wanted to do that in bold, so let me change that again. And make it bold. It looks a little nicer if it's thicker. Okay, we want to extrude this 2 inches. Then we want to scale it. This is our scale right here. I want to make it about 2 1/4 inches wide, so 2.25, enter. And then we're going to change this to 1.5, enter, for the height. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to rotate this. And I'm going to click on this circle. That'll turn me 90 degrees. Now again, we want to look at it from the front. Maybe raise it up about 1 inch. Then we want to, looking at it from above, move our name so it's partly in and partly out. And we want it centered. Look at it from the front. See that it's evenly split between the top and the bottom. Then we're going to rotate this so we can see it a little bit better. Okay, so we want to click on our name. Maybe click off for a second. Click on. And then we want to split this right here. Split entity. Select a curve. Enter. Then we can move this away. And we want to look at it from the front. And you can see that the text is wrapping around. Now we want to stick it out, have that stick out a little bit so it's 3D. So I'm going to click on this, move, click on the out arrow, and type 0.1 in the box, 0.1. Enter, so that it is sticking out a little bit. So you'll be able to feel that once that's printed. Okay, now we want to split that from the inside. So we're going to split entity, click on the curve, enter. We can move this away, go back to home, and there is our mug with the wrapping text. We can delete this, we can delete this, we can delete our name right here. And that is ready to go with our name on it. Upload this to Schoology, where you saw the video.